3 days before New Year's Eve, I was in my kitchen, pen in hand, finalizing the guest list, when my phone vibrated on the counter. It was a message from my mother. I smiled without thinking. Every year I hosted a huge New Year's Eve party. Friends, cousins, neighbors, even coworkers. It was loud, crowded, and joyful, a tradition everyone expected. I assumed she was texting about food or decorations, but the moment I read the message, the smile vanished. "Mom, we need to talk about the party." I typed back, confused. "Me. Okay, what about it?" The reply came quickly. "Mom, your father and I think it might be better if Emily doesn't attend this year." I stared at the screen, rereading the words. Emily was my younger sister. Better if she doesn't attend? I didn't text back. I called. She answered almost immediately. "What do you mean Emily shouldn't come?" I asked. My mom let out a tired sigh. "You know how she is." I leaned against the counter. "No, tell me." "She brings tension," Mom said. "Last year she argued with your cousin." "I remember," I replied, "and she didn't start it." "We just want a calm evening," my mom continued. "When Emily's around, something always happens." "So your solution is to leave her out?" I asked. "It's not leaving her out," she said quickly. "It's simplifying things." I almost laughed. "Mom, it's a New Year's party, not a negotiation summit." Then I heard my dad's voice in the background. She put him on speaker. "We've discussed this," Dad said firmly. "It would be best if Emily skips this one." I rubbed my temples. "She's my sister." "And we're your parents," he replied. "We know what's best." "That doesn't give you the right to choose who's welcome in my home." There was a pause. Then Dad added, "Well, technically, we helped you get that house." That told me everything. This wasn't about peace, it was about control. "Did you tell Emily any of this?" I asked. "No," Mom admitted. "We wanted your response first." Of course they did. They expected me to agree, like always. I looked at the message again. "Better if Emily doesn't attend." I thought carefully. Then I sent one sentence. Less than 10 seconds later, my phone rang. "What did you just send your mother?" Dad demanded. "I sent exactly what I meant," I said calmly. Mom sounded upset. "You can't be serious." My message had been simple. If Emily isn't welcome, then there is no party. "So you're canceling everything over this?" Dad snapped. "I'm not canceling, I'm setting a boundary." "You're being dramatic," Mom said. "No," I answered, "I'm fixing something." "What does that even mean?" she asked. "It means this family always chooses the easiest person to blame when things get uncomfortable." "Emily causes problems," Dad said sharply. "Does she?" I asked. "Or do we just expect her to?" Silence. "Last year," I continued, "Emily snapped because Jason mocked her job all night, but somehow she became the problem." "We just want peace," Dad said. "No," I replied, "you want avoidance." Mom spoke carefully. "So what are you saying?" "I'm saying this is my house," I said, "and no one in this family gets erased to make others comfortable." "You're putting us in a tough spot," Dad said. "That's exactly where Emily's been standing for years," I replied. Another long pause. "We're your parents," Mom said quietly. "You should listen to us." I looked around my living room. String lights, speakers, tables ready for food. "In 3 days," I said, "this house will be full of people celebrating, and Emily will be here." "You're forcing this," Mom said. "No," I replied, "I'm refusing to abandon my sister." Dad ended the call with one sentence. "We'll see how this goes." What he didn't realize was that the real test hadn't even begun. New Year's Eve arrived fast. By 9 p.m., the house was packed. Music filled every corner. Laughter spilled out into the backyard, glowing under warm lights. People danced, talked, celebrated. Emily was there, standing near the kitchen, smiling, relaxed in a way I hadn't seen in years. At around 10 p.m., the front door opened. My parents walked in and stopped, clearly surprised by the crowd. "You actually did it," Mom said quietly. "Of course," I replied. Dad's eyes found Emily across the room. She noticed them too. The space between us felt heavy. Emily walked over. "Hi." My parents looked uneasy. "We didn't want any issues tonight," Mom said. Emily shrugged. "I was never the issue. I was just the easiest one to blame." Dad looked around at the party. "All these people came together," he said softly. Then he looked back at Emily. "It wouldn't feel right if someone was missing." "You mean me?" Emily asked. He nodded, slightly embarrassed. Before anyone could respond, someone shouted, "10 minutes to midnight!" Everyone gathered for the countdown. As the final seconds approached, I watched my family standing together, and I understood something important. Sometimes the strongest stand you can take is refusing to leave someone behind. When the clock hit 0, cheers filled the house. The new year began. Not perfectly, but honestly. No one was excluded, no one disappeared. And for the first time in a long while, our family stepped forward together. Thank you for watching. If this story meant something to you, don't forget to subscribe and be part of the journey.